lot of the action with many of the world's leaders gathering together. And this all after a weekend of diplomacy where the president really focused on economic issues. Biden is expected to sign more executive orders and actions, and it's all related to the COVID-19 crisis. They're very happy also with what they're seeing in Georgia, and they knew that this was going to be a very important state. That is why they sent President Obama there. Despite lack of funding, it's unclear how much of an impact this public health declaration will have in the short term. Why do you think people are not going back to work?
People are afraid.
If I can ask a follow-up to one of the doctors, that if you allow children back in the schools, wouldn't that pose a threat to spreading the virus even further to some of those vulnerable?
Well, I think the answer is obvious.
The state of Florida continues to block us from getting these reports, these public health reports. Would you say it's critical for people to know what's going on in their state? She did weigh in on the state of those immigration negotiations toward the very end. Now, Republicans are turning up the heat on Democrats who are seeking protections. At issue, the re-release of a book that Roger Stone wrote with an introductory chapter that was very critical of special counsel Robert Mueller. But those confrontations really didn't happen until about 40 minutes into this debate. I think we're going to see a very different dynamic. Fireworks could fly somewhat early. As we know, Vice President Joe Biden will be the target of a lot of attacks tonight. Now, we do know that the president has been briefed on the situation in Jacksonville. He did speak with Governor Rick Scott. Deputy White House Press Secretary Hogan Gidley tells me the president is ecstatic to return to Florida, a state that propelled him to victory in 2016.